Stormwood and Associates is a production of the Nerd and Tie Podcast Network. For more podcasts from actual play to true crime to witchcraft, go to nerdandtie.com or join our community on Discord by finding an invite at nerdandtie.com/discord. Over 100 years ago, the dark wizard Hollowell prophesied his return, but Sheriff Aesop Stormwood swore his descendants would stop him. He created Stormwood and Associates with the sole purpose of defeating Hollowell in the future. It failed. Now the young Raz Stormwood and her friends have been framed for a crime they didn't commit, and they've escaped to the Morris Halata Underground. Today, still wanted by the government, they survive operating on the edge of society. If you have a problem, they can solve it. But don't get in their way, or else you might get caught in the eye of the storm. Stormwood and Associates stars Gen Proc as Raz Stormwood, Nick Izumi as Bill Carpathia, Kyle Johnson as Tristan Babbitt, and Trey Dorn as NK and Kel O'Reilly.
So, a few days ago, Raz hung a couple of tarps in the clubhouse to section off a small corner of it, just all to herself. And since then, she's been going out for a couple hours at a time, coming back with bags full of stuff, you're not sure what, and hightailing it to her little fort, from which y'all have been hearing sounds as if she's building something.
You know, if she wanted privacy, there are like a couple of different rooms, like in the office part of the building.
Yeah, I don't know.
NK is, well, she's got a large cloth over a large vehicle that is now parked next to the Lumina and the Golf.
Did I miss a memo? Is it put blankets or tarps on top of something?
No,
Like an office theme day?
I bought a thing. It showed up last night. I wanted to be dramatic.
Okay, good, because I do not have any blankets here to put on top of anything. Nor do I have anything that's that cool, honestly.
So where in the clubhouse is Raz's like tarped off area? Just for my own edification. Is it?
It's like in one of the opposite corners from the little, like the living area rooms.
Okay, because so the like the living room area is kind of like at the end, like the big space is kind of like a giant L, right? The living space is at the corner where the two like sides meet by the garage doors that kind of line the wall with the vehicles. So and then there's also, it goes back to where like the back alley door, which is right across the alley from Fred's Taco Shack. Back there's probably more open space. So I'm assuming it's back by the back door?
Yeah.
Okay.
And she is currently back there doing stuff.
Oh yeah, next to also the vehicle with a large cloth over it there is an ornate set of runes on the ground next to the large truck.
Bill looks over, shrugs.
NK is I've taken a roll of duct tape and I'm now putting a giant like square on the ground around the runes. And I am pulling out a sign on a stand from the office area and planting in front of it saying, "Do not stand on runes."
And I think I need a weird project.
No, this is the coolest thing ever.
Everyone's got a weird project.
I know, right?
Okay. So, I can do. I learned a thing in a book, and I did a thing. And first off, I mean, since everyone's more concerned about Raz, do you want to see the thing I bought?
I mean, if you'll be less self-conscious about it, sure.
Yes. Okay. I go over and I pull the sheet off of the large vehicle, revealing a large silver electric truck. That it's regular truck shaped, but is a Tesvian electric truck.
Ooh.
Well, that's neat.
So it's crew cab. So like it's 4 doors, so we can all travel in it without like there's enough room in the back for like 3 people without killing them, unlike my Golf. And it has working like brakes, so it won't kill people like the Lumina.
Hey, one time.
And so this is cool. I have to show you this thing. This is cool because I made a modification to the vehicle. And it has to do with this on the ground. I point at the runes on the ground. Because I can do a thing now. And this is neat. I step into the middle of the runes. And I spend a sweet move point to cast Gateway. I vanish in a flash of light and reappear standing in the bed of the truck.
Whoa.
That's... What, it's like you just instantly put yourself in the car?
No, there's a matching set of runes that I put in the bed of the truck.
Oh, so we can like insta get back and forth.
Yeah.
Alright, that's cool.
I have to take people with. I can't take everybody at once. It's a lot of work to bring more than one person. But like, say we go somewhere and we don't bring Izo, right? Like, you know,
to be fair, he can be a bit of a buzzkill.
Where is he right now?
He is doing the stereotypical anime samurai thing and like sitting legs folded in the corner of the room next to a wall with his sword on his shoulder.
Okay, so we have to travel far for the Tristones of Nakur, right?
Yeah.
Right. And we might not all be there, right? So, like, say we leave Izo back here at the base, but we find out that we're going to need, like, a lot of combat, and we need more hands on deck. I can jump back to the clubhouse, grab Izo, and ferry us back.
Okay, I can admit, that's pretty dang cool. Your excitement is warranted.
Right? It's neat.
It's really neat.
But that's why you should never stay standing on those runes on the ground, though, because because I can set up other gateways, and I don't know what would happen if I materialized into the space where another person was standing, and I don't want to find out.
Yeah, I make it a habit not to stand in runes for most reasons, so no worries on this end.
Okay. Also, has anyone seen Mara?
No.
Big negative.
Does that worry anybody else?
You know, I feel like it should, but it's so much less sarcastic around here. I just
But she has
got
to...
that bothered.
There's more blood in the blood fridge than there was before, but none of us have seen her put more blood there.
Can't believe we have a blood fridge.
Yeah, that part's still pretty upsetting. I mean, admittedly, we're already fugitives, so, like, the blood fridge is gonna... We're gonna be in trouble if anyone finds this place one way or the other, but still.
Yeah. I don't think the Morris police are all that on the ball about anything.
I mean, that seems like a safe assumption. Geez, just consider all the stuff we did here before we were hiding out here.
Yeah.
Flashback montage. Good times.
Okay. So, what is Raz doing back there?
Have any of you guys, like, gone and looked in there?
Kel is looking in there right now. I didn't think Kel was going to tell anyone else anything.
Yeah.
What you doing there?
Well, Kelsey's inside there that it is a mess of mechanics. There's wires, motors, scrap metal. It's all crammed in there. And on the wall is a whiteboard with some kind of schematic drawn on it, and there's a poster on it. And the poster is advertising a battling robot tournament coming to town. And the event is happening in about a week. And Raz seems to be welding stuff together in a vaguely robot-sized manner. Kinda. It's not fully formed yet.
Hey, Raz?
Yeah.
What exactly are you doing? Because you are not a scientist in any way, shape, or form.
Yeah, but I want to make a robot. Like, how cool would it to make a robot that beats up other robots?
I mean, it would be definitely cool, but like there are people you could ask. Have you talked to Mikhail at all? He like builds electronic stuff all the time.
I'll ask him later.
Yeah, but he could make sure it doesn't blow up.
Yeah, but I'm having fun right now.
Oh, look, I am all for you having fun. I'm also, though, against you exploding.
I'm not even to the electronics part yet. I'm just building the frame right now.
Oh, okay, and so what kind of joints are you using? I mean, I don't... Look, I'm worried about you, and I know that it's been rough here, and that you have not had all of the diversions that you usually have in front of you, and that sometimes people go a little strange when that happens.
Yeah, well.
I know. I no longer have a physical body.
10,000. If we win, if we go to the grand final, 10 grand.
I feel
and we
like
beat up a whole bunch of other robots.
I mean, that's not an insignificant amount of money, but
like, I know we have a buttload of money, but like,
did you? Okay, so I'm not telling. So I'm not. We are not telling the other guys this because I don't know if they can be trusted to have this information. But like, NK occasionally has just like brought in additional suitcases. She's had them dropped off, and I saw her open one, and it's just like more money. Like she is retrieving more money from somewhere.
Now,
Nice. I feel awkward asking her, though,
Yeah.
because she does not like me very much.
Yeah.
But
Didn't she say Barrow had money?
yeah, and she.
Yeah.
So I mean, I'm assuming
that's
that she's getting
probably
more of Barrow's money.
Yeah.
But who is the I can't look outside, and it's like nighttime when it's happening, so I can't see the person bringing her the money.
Yeah.
So who has she told where we are? That's what I'm concerned about. Not that
That is a concern.
I think her motives are good. I'm sure she's I think she's one of the good guys, but I don't know who she's chosen to bring into this.
Well, hey, maybe after we win the tournament, we can use this robot as a patrol sentry.
I mean, or I could take over it and punch things. I don't know. That's just the boring part of having a body. Yeah, it is when I talk about that. Okay, so you building a robot?
Well, I'm working on it.
Okay. Look, I think it's important before you try to bring this online that you consult with someone with actual engineering capabilities. Mikhail's right across the alley.
Mm-hmm.
We can go ask him, get his help, have him make sure that it won't fall apart and explode when someone punches it.
I don't even Here's the thing, though.
Yeah.
I don't even know what weapons I'm gonna put on it yet.
There's a cabinet full of guns.
That's not allowed.
What kind of boring robot fight is this?
Well, it's an official tournament. There's actual rules.
That sounds okay. I'm less excited, but still concerned.
Here. Think of them as limitations for creativity.
I find limitations limiting.
Yeah, that's the point. But instead of guns, we can have chainsaws.
Okay.
Right?
I see where you're going.
Yeah. Or we could have a flail. Because we can make it a wedge shape and flip other robots over. We could have spinny bits and stabby bits and hammery pickaxey bits and all sorts of stuff that we could do.
Okay. No, it's an exciting idea. I'm just concerned for your physical safety.
Well, do you want me to get the rest of the team on it?
I mean, if I don't know, do you want to get the rest of the team on it? It's not exactly these guys are a lot of good at building stuff. NK's good at wiring things, but that's about it. Half,
We could use it for team building.
I mean, if you want, do you trust Bill with a large source of electricity or what are we powering this thing with?
I don't know.
Do you trust Bill not to blow himself up? I am I'm wary with you. I'm scared if we give Bill that. He just incinerates people easily.
Okay. How about we come up with schematics, we get the parts, and then we just have Mikhail build it. Or at least help us build it if he's available.
Okay. I can get on board with that.
Okay.
What kind
of robot should we make?
A big one? I don't know. What are the rules?
Well, the weight limit is 200 pounds. For heavyweight.
Oh, so this is a tiny robot.
Yeah. It's a real baby.
This is a BattleBot situation and not a real steel situation. I was very confused.
Oh, no, it's Robot Wars. /BattleBots. They're the same
Yeah, let's
thing.
be clear that we're not saying a trademark name specifically to what this is.
No. No, actually, it's the Roberto Chalenjo.
I'm not saying that at any point in time. Those are not words
No.
coming out of my mouth. Okay, so the robot thingy. Great.
Yeah, it's a robot combat tournament.
Okay. So what do I tell the others?
I don't know. I just want to build a big kick-ass robot that kicks asses.
Okay, I'll go talk to them real quick.
Okay.
Kel pops out of existence, pops back where the rest of the group is talking. What Raz is doing is her own private business, and you should leave her alone until she's ready. You were behind a tarp that's not a wall. We literally heard your entire conversation.
Yeah, we thought it'd be rude to, like, say something out loud, but yeah, we caught all of that.
Yeah.
We're like 20 feet away. Like, it's not... Like, I know the room's big, but it's not that
You are
big.
not quiet.
These are cement floors. Everything echoes.
Raz comes running out of the tarp area, waving the poster. Guys! I got a fun thing we can do.
Is it building a robot?
It's building a robot.
I'm in.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know what I make of this.
I mean, in theory, you make a robot.
Yeah. And 10 grand if we win. It's a big thing.
Dude.
Plus, the final tournament is in Vegas.
In what?
Is Vegas still Vegas?
It's just Vegas.
Okay.
Thank you.
There's no loss in front of it. It's just Vegas.
Excellent. Then yes, the final grand tournament is in Vegas.
Ooh.
So we could go to Vegas and win money and then gamble that money.
I was with you until the gambling part.
I was with you after the gambling part.
Do I know my team or what?
I'm okay with it. Not that I have a problem.
And Kel's worried I'm gonna blow myself up, so if we could just design it and get the parts. If Mikhail's around, we can get him to build it. Maybe we'll see. He's usually pretty busy with his own stuff, though. So we might have to build it ourselves.
There are like 10 new tacos on that menu. Like, he printed out a special insert for the menu with like 10 more
Yeah.
tacos on it.
Yeah.
Is magic even especially helpful in this situation?
I don't know. Have you ever talked to him about it? Like, he goes into this whole thing about, like, I don't think half his ingredients are sourced from this plane of existence.
Oh, probably. I wouldn't be surprised on that, honestly.
And
Though
also,
they are tasty.
The more I talk to him and he talks about this Steve guy, I don't think Steve's a person. Like, I think it's some sort of demonic force. That's like he gets really intense and talks about like his nemesis Steve trying to prevent him from making the perfect taco, and that Steve is a trickster who will attempt to disrupt your pursuit of tacos. I don't know if he's delusional or if it's real.
You know, after we met that purple guy, it's hard for me to worry too much about demonic influence. Like, it seems like there's a pretty safe chance it might just be another little goofy purple guy. I like him. I don't know.
I love him. He's freaking great. We're besties.
Yeah, did you write to him? I feel like you seem to know more about him than the rest of us.
No. Side note, Raz has totally been exchanging postcards with Axel. They're pen pals.
You know, we all share a mailbox, right? Like, at the apartment?
And
Okay. And you're sending postcards.
and
They're not in envelopes. You ask him really weird questions.
yeah, he's a weird guy who usually knows the answers to my weird questions.
Yeah, but
Seems
you...
legit.
Okay, I'm not even getting into it. That's just...
That's between me and him.
There was no elf on My Three Sons. There's no elf on My Three Sons. I don't understand.
That's because you never saw it.
They were all dwarves.
Just never saw it there.
They're all dwarfs. It's a 100% dwarf show.
Nope. That's just what they want you to think. But anyways, I've got some material for robot stuff, some scrap metal, a couple motors. I don't know, just what I've been able to scrounge up. I don't really have a plan. We've got about a week before the first round of battles begins. It's gonna be at the local high school. So yeah, whatever ideas we can think of, or we could just like go find parts and just chuck them together.
Can we put a flamethrower on it? Is that against the rules?
Acid gun?
That's against the rules.
Damn it.
Acid gun, right? Acid gun. Right, yeah.
It doesn't
No
really,
acid.
it's not really all that effective against metal.
Well, I've got a.
Unless it
she
is. I
brings
don't
up,
know. I don't know acid. I know computers.
What about a
she brings up
spatula?
the rules on her phone. And there's a list of prohibited weaponry, which is radio jamming, high voltage electric discharge, any kind of liquid, fire, explosives, projectiles, entanglement devices, lasers, visual obstruction, and any kind of magic or warding in or of the bots.
Well, technomancy is illegal, so.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, anything else? Good.
Well, I'm gonna have to do some reading on how I can actually be helpful here.
Are you capable of using a screwdriver?
Absolutely.
Then you're useful.
All right, give him a hammer.
What?
I don't trust you anytime you say yes.
Okay. What should we do with our robot? Like, what? I mean, because there's a whole bunch of different types of robots we could build. We could make it so that it has a flipping arm and it flips other robots upside down. We could have saw blades on it. We could have a chainsaw. We could have a pickaxe. There's a whole bunch of cool stuff.
I mean,
Or should we just run to the Home Depot and pick out some stuff?
I mean, we could run down to Farm Barn and grab some stuff.
You guys feel safe going to Farm Barn after everything that we've been through?
Oh, who cares? It's not like
Yeah,
it's
I
Barn
suppose.
Farm.
That's true.
I mean, I don't remember which company hired Stormwood and which company hired Arc Team, because NK was on a competing job during that adventure at the other company. Canonically, we established this.
Yes.
All right, we could go to Farm Barn.
Farm Barn is...
I mean, there's auto parts stores, there's a junkyard in town.
I mean, don't you just need to, like, make a nice flipping lever and, like, just scoop them up and toss them?
Like I said,
mean,
the spatula.
If you want to do that, I'm a fan of, like a chainsaw or some kind of saw, like spinny saw thingy. I don't know.
What if we put
Saw blades.
a spatula on one end and a saw on the other end?
Ooh.
Oh, we could do that thing where you, like, take the lid to a kid's sandbox and then, like, put a saw underneath it so you trap the other robot and then hit him with your saw.
Yeah.
That's dark. I love it.
I was referencing a real battle bot.
Yeah, that was
You
pretty
are
good.
referencing a real battle bot. I know exactly which one it is.
Yeah.
And I don't think I can name it on the show.
We can't, but it is one that was in both the Comedy Central series and the Revived series.
I'm
There you
also I'm aware, but Bill Carpathia is not aware.
Okay.
We could just build that bot.
Again, I think a gun would be better, but like, they tell me that's not allowed.
It's not allowed.
Is there any way we can get around that? What about a gun that shoots its projectile but still holds on to the projectile, so it's not
Like a
technically
grappling
projectile?
gun. Kel looks at Raz. Like a grappling gun.
That would be an entangling device.
It
Oh,
would be an entanglement device. Just not allowed.
this
I'm
is
thinking
like the
more like
worst set of rules ever.
I'm thinking more like a harpoon gun.
How is that different?
It doesn't entangle, it just spears.
So, in other words, you take the hooks off the side of a grappling gun, and you just make it a spike.
Yes, is that allowed?
Or that an entangling device, because there's a rope still.
I'm double checking the rules. And it looks like there has been at least one bot with pneumatic spears on tethers. So we could do harpoons.
None of us know how to build this.
No, Mikhail will know how.
Okay.
You said.
No, I understand. I just, what are we doing to get started here then? Like,
Well, let's go get some stuff. Let's go shopping.
Okay.
Oh.
Shopping montage.
Get in the truck.
Yeah, so we all hop in the truck. Where are we going first?
Okay. In the truck, by the way, is a large screen in the middle, in the front. And as NK starts the car, it hits the button to put it in gear and the garage door opens. Kel's face appears on the screen in the truck.
Ah!
Oh my god, guys. I can hack this thing. Oh my god, I'm a talking car. I'm a talking car. Guys, I'm a
That's-
talking car.
That's why you got this.
You're-
Okay.
This is like Kit, but
better,
trucker.
right? Like,
Eh.
I mean, definitely more
Eh.
handsome.
thank you. Thank you.
Mhm.
Yeah. I am turning off the self-driving. Damn it! No. All right. Pull the truck out and take us to Farm Barn.
All right. So, at Farm Barn, let's see, you'll need some kind of way for your robot to get around, whether that be like wheels or treads or something else. You'll need a frame, which we can theoretically say that Raz has started back at the clubhouse because she's got a bunch of scrap metal there. Need some kind of armoring, and then how to power the bot and what weapons it's gonna have.
Okay.
So,
Bill, what are we doing?
Sometimes, I know nothing about this kind of thing. So, like, I'm gonna go along with whatever you guys say and help wherever I can.
Babbitt?
You know what nobody would suspect?
what?
Legs.
Legs.
Okay, so the problem with legs is that you can, 1, trip a leg. 2, walking is actually incredibly difficult to engineer to do it quickly because it's controlled falling. And 3, if you are attempting to avoid the robots that can flip you when you have legs, you are higher. You have a higher center of balance and are easier to take down. Also, then, if you get flipped on your back, you're just a dumb tortoise.
Legs all over.
Mm-hmm.
Legs akimbo.
No, I mean legs all over.
No.
Oh.
We're using wheels.
Okay, fine.
You can just stick an electric motor on a wheel and it does its job.
All right. Do you have any idea what kind of wheels you want to get?
No.
I mean, well, here's the fun thing is like you could. So Raz is gonna wander over to the grills, and she's kind of poking her nose around them and being like, you know, we could rip this apart and remake it into a robot.
The grill?
Yeah, it's one of the round.
Like a Weber?
Like, no, it's one of the tubey ones.
What does that mean?
Well, let me look up.
Like, is
Yeah,
it
it's
like a cylindrical or?
yeah, it's a barrel
Okay.
grill. That's the word I'm looking for.
Is this a propane grill or is this a charcoal?
Charcoal.
Grill? Okay.
Charcoal.
Just making sure.
Yeah, just for like a skeletal framey armory bit.
I mean, this is going to be way more than 200 pounds.
Yeah, once we get all the stuff inside of it.
I mean, it's pretty heavy right now.
Mhm.
I mean,
It's only 73 pounds for the entire grill.
okay, but then you need motors big enough to move the 73-pound thing, and that adds
Presumably
weight.
wouldn't be using the whole grill.
Yeah,
Well,
you'd
no,
be
but the
you'd
heavy
just
part
use
of
the
the
barrel
grill is the
bit.
barrel.
Yeah, okay. We can look for other stuff.
It's very hard to design something when you have no visual shared space.
Well,
we could just armor plate a Roomba.
we could, but they're not very fast.
We could rev up a Roomba. Put a bigger motor in it.
I mean, if we use the Roomba as a starting point,
Okay.
do some upgrades to it,
Okay.
and then
And tape a knife
put a
to it.
spatula on it.
What is with the spatula?
Stormwood & Associates is a production of Nerd and Tie. You can find more information at nerdandtie.com/stormwood. You can also find us on social media at Nerd and Tie on Twitter, nerdandtie.tumblr.com, and facebook.com/nerdandtie. This podcast can be subscribed to on anywhere that major podcasts are found: iTunes, Spotify, Stitcher, Podbean, and quite a few other places, and anywhere that takes an RSS feed as well. To be continued. Hey, while you're still here, let me tell you about another podcast on the Nerd and Tie Network. And that's Let's Be Legendary. Let's Be Legendary, the Fey Wild West, is a 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons actual play game. So, an actual play game like this one, but in a system people actually use in the real world. Set in a homebrew Wild West steampunk world, the Fey Wild West follows two people discovering what it means to be in a relationship, all the while seeking revenge and learning the truth of their pasts. Let's Be Legendary podcast is an LGBTQ+ podcast with both main and minor characters, as well as players falling under the queer blanket. A heavy RP game with a focus on story and characters. And you can hear it every week here on the Nerd and Tie Network, and you can find all of their subscription information and links at nerdandtie.com/legendary.